Take a comfortable seat. Close your eyes. Grow your spine tall. Relax your shoulders. Relax your face. And just observe your breath. The sound of birds in the garden. The sound of cars in the street. Try not to discriminate between pleasant sounds and unpleasant ones. Just noting each of them as it comes in. Take your hands into a prayer in front of your heart, and as usual, set your intention for the practice today. And let's begin with one Om together. Inhale. Slowly relax your hands, and let's start with circles, 5 in one direction, and then 5 in the opposite direction. Waking up your body little by little, very gently. And when you're done with your circles, come back up. Take your right arm up, walk your left hand a little bit to the side, and stretch the right side of your body. If you want to, you can maybe open your heart a little bit to the ceiling if it feels good. Maybe drop your head back, but only if it feels good. Remember to listen to your body. And slowly come back and take it to the other side. You can take it as deep or not deep as you want to. Maybe opening up, maybe not. And slowly come back. Drop your head towards your chest and take semicircles with your head. Take your hands one on top of the other behind your back and drop your head back. Maybe take it from side to side if it feels good. Maybe massage your neck, your shoulders. And slowly come back. Take the soles of your feet together and fold forward. Don't force the stretch. Rather relax your muscles and allow the stretch to happen on its own. And slowly come up. Take your legs wide. Actually, take your right leg like this, back. Perfect. And then maybe, so there are two options. Either you turn over your left leg and fall down over your left leg, or you can fall down forward. You will feel the stretch in different places, in different spots. So find the one that works best for you today, that feels most needed today. Slowly come up. Take your right hand on the outside of your left thigh and your left hand behind your lower back and twist. If you'd like to, you can turn your head from side to side or just stay without any movement. Feel the breath flowing from the base of your spine all the way to the crown of your head, elongating the spine, creating space in your body. And slowly come back to center. Release the leg, maybe shake it out if you need to, and come to the other side. So again, you can fold over your right leg or maybe fold forward. And slowly come back up and take a twist to your right. And slowly come back. Straighten the left leg, shake your legs out, and come to all fours. So come into your alignment, making sure that all the fingers are pressing into the floor. You really press the floor, push yourself off the floor. And then start with whatever movements feel good. Maybe cat-cows, maybe taking your hips from side to side, maybe going from child's pose and then back, or doing circles with your body, or invent some other movements that I did not mention. Just allow your body to wake up the way it wants to wake up without any forcing. And when you feel that you've had enough movement, come to your child's pose. Come back to all fours. Tuck your toes and take your knees just a little bit off the floor to activate your abs. And stay here for a little while. Maybe drop your head and shake it yes or no while you're there. And then straighten your legs and come to downward facing dog. And here you can walk your dog. You can take hips from side to side. Just play with it in whatever way you wish. And slowly walk your feet towards your hands. and fold forward. Allow your body to be very heavy, maybe swing from side to side, dragging your fingertips on the floor or taking your elbows with your hands. Completely relax your head, your spine. You can feel elongation of your spine here. And then slowly come on up. And inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up and maybe back bend. And exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back into plank. Stay here in plank, activating your abs, pushing yourself off the floor with your hands. And stretch back into downward facing dog. Inhale, take your right leg up. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, take your heart forward. Exhale, arms back. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale, up. Really long spine. And as you exhale, left hand to the floor, right arm up. If you want to make a fist and rotate your wrist a couple of times in one direction and then the other. And take both hands to the floor, straighten the front leg and fold forward. Once again, bend into your front knee, drop the back knee on the floor. Take your hands to your right thigh, and then if you'd like to, you can bend your left leg and grab your foot with your right hand. So find this balance, and then take your left hand on the outside of your right knee and twist. Find it, take your time. So really pay attention to your feet. Your feet are going to wobble. So find the 3 points to ground through. Your big toe mound, your little toe mound, your heel. Imagine that your foot, your right foot, is a very stable tripod, which it is. Maybe not very stable. And slowly take both hands to the floor. Walk your back leg a little bit more back. And take your right foot to the right edge of your mat. Maybe turn your toes out, or maybe put your foot on its outer edge. And either stay here, or you can take your forearms to the floor. Drop your head.
So with your back leg, it can be completely straight and toes tucked, if that feels good, or the knee on the floor. But if your knee is on the floor, make sure that you don't put a lot of weight on the knee. So walk it, straighten it, walk it back, straighten it as much as you can so that your weight is above the knee. And of course, if you want more of a hip opening, you can put your right hand onto your right knee and maybe even push a little bit to the side, but very gently. Make sure you are not hurting yourself. And slowly come back with your knee to center. Tuck the toes on your left foot and straighten your leg. Inhale, heart forward, and exhale, come to plank. Find your plank, stay here for a couple of breaths. Very nice, beautiful plank. And stretch back to down dog. Inhale, take your left leg up, and as you exhale, step forward. Make sure your front knee is above your ankle, not past your ankle. Inhale, take your heart forward, and exhale back. Inhale, come up. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale back. Pay attention to your foot. Inhale up. Try to find stability and exhale, right hand to the floor, left arm up, maybe make a fist and rotate your wrist a couple of times in one direction, a couple of times in the opposite. Take both hands to the floor, straighten your front leg, fold forward. You don't have to straighten it all the way. You're still stretching through your hamstring and calf. So only to the point that feels good. And then once again, bend into the front leg. Put your back knee on the floor. Come up high onto your knee with your hands. And bend your right leg. Try to grab the foot and twist to the other side. So do everything very slowly so that you find the balance little by little. And if you fall out, that's not a problem, of course. Beautiful. And then take both hands to the floor. Walk your back leg a little bit more back. Walk your left foot to the edge of the mat, to the left edge. Open up the toes, or maybe put your foot on its outer edge and come to the lizard pose. So maybe your forearms on the floor, maybe your hands, doesn't matter. And play with your back leg. Maybe it is on the floor, maybe the toes are tucked and the leg is off the floor. It's not that one way is more correct than the other. It's you're accessing different spots for the stretch. So find the one that you like more. And by you, I mean your body, not your brain. And slowly come up. And come back to plank. Stay in plank, activating the abs. Everybody looks beautiful. And stretch back into downward facing dog. Stay here for several breaths, walking your legs out maybe, or taking your hips from side to side, or whatever you wish. And then inhale your right leg up. And then if you'd like to try a little bit of a balance here, take your left arm back. Just take it off the floor and try to take it back. Nice. And then take your arm and leg back to the floor and take it to the other side. Just try it, play with it. Nice, nice. So do it slowly to make sure you're not employing the momentum and really working with the core strength. And when you're done playing, take your leg back to the floor and stretch into child's pose for a moment. Relax your spine, your shoulders. And when you're ready, come back to your downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, step forward. Inhale your heart forward. Exhale, step forward and fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Step your feet together. Inhale into a chair pose. Drop your hips. Bend your knees. Drop your shoulders. Sit a little bit lower. Keep breathing. Take your hands into a prayer. Sit a little bit lower. And without moving your knees, just take your torso a little bit to the right and then a little bit to the left. Come to center, sit a little bit lower and fold forward. Inhale, come to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale your arms up. Maybe into a back bend, and exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, take your arms up, interlace your fingers, index finger up, drop your shoulders, relax your shoulder blades. Close your eyes for a second and find the grounding through your feet. So really imagine your feet as tripods, which is a very stable structure if we put it on the floor correctly. So ground through it, really feel the stability of your body. And then inhale, elongate your spine without moving the shoulders up. And as you exhale, stretch to the right or left, doesn't matter. And take your hips in the opposite direction. But don't lose the connection with the floor, with your feet, with the 3 points of each foot. Big toe mound, little toe mound, and your heel. And slowly come up. Inhale, elongate first, but dropping your shoulders. And exhale to the other side. Feel the curve created by taking your hips in the opposite direction. And notice what's happening to your feet. Most likely one of the feet is going to try to come on its edge. So try to keep it down and slowly come up, dropping the shoulders one more time. Inhale, elongate your spine, activate your abs and your pelvic floor muscle. Squeeze the kneecaps up, activating your thighs, and take a little back bend. Try to keep your upper arms by your ears, so only go as far as this combo is possible. And slowly fold forward. Inhale, come to a flat back. Exhale, step into plank. This time, come onto your forearms in plank with the same exact position of your body. Make sure your hips are not sinking and stay here. Un poquito baja, baja. Camina tus pies un poquito más por atrás. Perfecto. Yeah. And stretch back into downward facing dog. Inhale, take your left leg up. Exhale, step forward. Inhale your heart forward. And exhale, step forward and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Take your feet together, inhale into a chair. Drop the shoulders. Take your hands into a prayer. Inhale. And as you exhale, twist to your right, hooking your left elbow over your right thigh and pressing your upper hand into the lower hand. Look at your knees. Make sure that one knee is not more forward than the other. Trata de alinear tus rodillas. Sí, perfecto. Tal vez baja tus pompas un poco. Muy bien. Very nice. And with your next exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, back into your chair. And exhale, take your hands into a prayer. Inhale, elongate your spine, feel the lengthening, and then exhale to your left. Again, notice your knees. Muy bien, Marta. Very nice. And with your next exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up and maybe into a little back bend if you want to. And exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, come to plank. And stay there for a second. Take your right hand in the middle of the mat and come into a side plank facing the right side. And then here, work on taking your hips a little bit more up. And then if you want to play with it, you can take a tree pose with your left leg, or maybe you want to try to take your left foot up, whatever you wish. Nice. And slowly come back to plank and back into downward dog. Take a couple of breaths. Come back to plank and take a side plank on the other side. So left hand in the middle of the mat. Very beautiful, everybody. So work on keeping your hips up and opening your heart. And then if you want to play, go ahead and do whatever variation seems appropriate for you this morning. And if you fall out, not a problem. Gorgeous. And come back to plank and then back into down dog. Take a couple of breaths. And inhale, take your right leg up. Exhale, step forward. Drop your back heel on the floor and come to warrior two. Stay here. Drop your shoulders. Look at both arms and make sure that they are in line with each other. And find your feet once again. Feel the stability through your feet, the strength of your legs, really solid, heavy structure, and at the same time, weightlessness of your torso, as if somebody is pulling you by the crown of your head. Very light, airy. And take your right forearm to the side angle, to your right side. And take your left arm either up or by your ear. And you can either stay here working on feeling your feet, feeling the opening of your heart, elongation of your left side, softening your left ribs. Or you can take whatever other variation of side angle you wish. Maybe opening up your arms. Maybe taking half bind, maybe a full bind. But in every variation, work with your feet, work with your heart, opening your heart and softening. And slowly come back to warrior two. Straighten your front leg. And come to your triangle pose. Also in your triangle pose, pay attention to your feet today. Maybe take your toes off the floor and notice how that really grounds you through the 3 points of your foot. And then maybe keep them up or take them back down to the floor. And slowly come back up. Take your feet parallel to each other. And fold forward. Walk your hands over to your right foot. Fold over, stretch a little bit. And then if you'd like to, you can take your right arm up into the sky in a deeper twist. And then take your hands back. Walk them over to your left foot first. Hang over your left leg. Just feeling the stretch. And then opening up if you'd like to. Take your hands back to center, fold even further. And if you'd like to play with a tripod, stand, go ahead and do that. If you have never done it and want to try, let me know and we'll do it together. ¿Quieres tratar, Marta?
No, porque hay un poco de fiesta.
Ah, ok.
No me quiero
Sí, ok. ¿Pero estás bien aquí?
Sí,
ok, perfecto. Ayelen, ¿no quieres tratar? Hoy no. And whenever you're ready, come out and come back up. And come to face the windows. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up and maybe into your back bend. And exhale, hands to prayer. Now let's do a tree pose on both sides here. So let's do this variation, a Bikram variation of the tree, if it feels okay to you. If this doesn't feel good, then do a regular one. Very nice. Take your hands to your prayer. Find the stability in your foot, in your standing leg. And then maybe open up. Maybe take your arms up. Take your hands back to prayer. And then maybe bend your standing leg and slowly, with control, come to the floor. Touch the floor. Maybe sit completely on the balls of your foot. And then maybe try to balance here. Well, it's not easy. That's okay. Take your time. Nice. Good job. And come back up, and let's do it on the other side. And of course, the other side is going to be different. We don't know better or worse until we try. So go at your own pace. First, just going through all the arm movements of a regular tree pose, and then maybe playing with it. And if you don't want to, that's all right. So the key is to do everything slowly, step by step, not rushing into it at all. And slowly come up. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale to plank. Stay in plank for a couple of breaths. And then stretch back into down dog. Inhale, take your left leg up. Exhale, step forward. Prepare for warrior two and come up whenever you feel ready. First, find your warrior two position. Your back leg is strong and straight. Maybe also lift your toes and notice how that changes it a little bit. And then keeping that grounding, take your toes back to the floor. Beautiful. Weightless body, very light and very strong in your leg. And then come to the side angle of your choice, whatever you wish to work with today. Paying attention to your feet, paying attention to the opening of your heart, maybe also to your thoughts, making sure your mind is not wandering into mega, to do shopping. And then come back to Warrior Two. Straighten your front leg and come into your triangle pose. So remember, in triangle, it's not important to go all the way down to the floor with your hand. It's more important to feel the opening of your heart. So whatever it takes to achieve that, even if your hand is, I don't know, on your thigh, that's fine. And slowly come up. And take both feet parallel to one another. Open your toes. And come to bend your knees, taking your hands into prayer. Beautiful. Just sit a little bit lower. And let's flow a little bit. Inhaling, straighten the legs, arms up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale and sit here a little bit lower. Maybe a little more. And close your toes in, straighten the legs, and fold forward. And here you can either do the tripod one more time, or do twists if you want to. Do whatever you wish. Just hang there, enjoying the length in your spine. And then come out whenever you're ready and come out to face the window. Very nice. Maybe shake your legs out when you come back. And then take your feet to the edges of your mat. Inhale your arms up. And as you exhale, come into a squat. Just stay here for a couple of breaths. Relax your face. Beautiful. And slowly sink onto your mat. Your squat was much deeper, no? Than usually. Take the soles of your feet together. No, I mean today it was kind of deeper than usually. Shit, girl. And take the soles of your feet together and fold forward for a moment. And come back. Take yourself onto the floor and straighten your legs up. And now start taking your legs straight up. So just taking your hips a little bit up. Try not to use momentum, but use the core strength. And make sure that your legs don't go forward towards your head, just up. Ok? Entonces, nada más eso. Y, ajá, perfecto. Very nice. Beautiful. Do it a couple more times and squeeze your knees into your chest. And then rock and roll back and forth on your mat a couple of times. And then come to a seated position. Straighten your legs forward. And come back for another abs exercise. So come back to the point where you feel your abs. And then take your hands together, take your legs up, take your legs out. And then as you open your arms, take your legs together and go like this, back and forth. Breathing, not holding the breath. A couple more times. And take your feet, the soles of your feet together, fold forward. Slowly come up. Take your legs out and take your right foot into your left side. Take a twist to your left side, maybe working with your neck by taking your head from side to side or keeping your head without movement. Relax your legs, relax your face, make it a yin pose, winding down after a stronger sequence. And slowly release your arms and fold over your left leg, Or if you'd like to, you can also fold in the middle, whatever feels best. And slowly come up and take your left leg back into a pigeon pose. Pigeon is very good for sciatica, so enjoy it. If anybody wants a bolster for the pigeon pose, let me know. I'll give one to you. Just calm down at your own pace. We'll stay here for a little bit. Try to relax your hips, relax your legs, and soften your heart, winding down. And slowly and carefully come up. Maybe shake your legs out if you need to. And when you're ready, open your legs up. Take your left foot into your right thigh and twist to your right. Elongating the spine, feeling the breath flowing from the base of your spine all the way to the crown of your head. Slowly release your hands and fold over your right leg, or maybe in the middle. Come back up and take a pigeon pose on this side. Esta postura está muy buena para ciática.
Sí, la siento buena.
Sí. So really drop into it, sink into this pose. Allow your whole body to be soft. Slowly come back up. Maybe take your legs forward, shake them out, and then come to lie down onto your back. We've done enough twisting today, but if you want to take one last twist, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, just take your Shavasana. And if you need any props for your Shavasana, just raise your hand, let me know, and I will bring you a bolster or eye pillow, whatever you wish. start bringing your awareness back into the moment. Take your time and eventually make your way back to your comfortable seat at the top of your mat. Grow your spine tall, drop your shoulders, relax the face, relax your heart, soften. Take your hands into a prayer in front of your heart, remembering the intention that you set at the beginning of your practice, and either letting it go right now or reaffirming it for the rest of your day. Bow your head towards your hands, and as always, thank yourself for your dedication and discipline, and for your generosity to choose to practice in a group, sharing your energy with each other. And I thank you very much for coming in and sharing your practice with me. And thank you for allowing me to guide it. Namaste.